Hi, welcome back to bringing yoga into our daily lives. Today we will move into our fourth limb of yoga, pranayama, our breath control. Today we will learn a breath retention technique called Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka is pranayama used in yoga to stabilize the mind. This balances the sun and the moon energies, our tha, our ha, our yin, our yang. It balances this out within the body. This also increases blood supply to the brain. Shanay, Shanay, slowly, slowly, without exhausting ourselves when we use breath retention. This practice is usually done morning, noon, evening, and night 21 times. This practice of breath retention improves breathing and lung function, which in turn increases our lifespan by preserving the health of our stem cells. This activates our prana, or our vital life energy. Oxygen is energy for vital organs, including brain and nerves. It oxygenates our blood and helps remove toxins through circulation. This is meant to provide healing psychological benefits, decreasing stress and calming the nervous system, improving stress response, sleep quality, while decreasing snoring and daytime sleepiness. If we have any heart problems here, any hypertension or high blood pressure, then we should use another breath. We will use our ujjayi breath. And instead of retaining the breath, if we have any high blood pressure, hypertension, or heart problems, then we can just not retain the breath, but maybe for a second or two, and just simply move in and out of the breath with the ujjayi breath. All right. Let's find our seat first. So let's find a comfortable seating place on the ground if we can. Knees can be open, legs can be crossed. You can even bring a pillow or a block under the glutes just to lift up so that we can sit nice and tall for this exercise. We want to be comfortable as we lengthen through the back. So we're going to start by tightening our root chakra. This is between the pubis bone and the tailbone. We tighten that area and we start to lift up. Once we move out or into the root lock, we're then going to move into a navel lock. The navel then pulls towards the back spine and lifts up again into the rib cage. We're going to roll the shoulders back, and when we do breath retention part, we'll draw the chin into the chest, making a neck lock so that we have all three locks where we're just drawing inward, lifting up, tightening those muscles. All right, so once we're comfortable here, let's go ahead and move into Jnana or Chin Mudra. This simply is the thumb and the index fingertips touch. The other three fingers are lengthened and relaxed, and either palms down, hanging onto the knees, or you can rest palms up. Let's come first into the ujjayi breath. So remember, this is a tension on the low throat right here, where you start to hear, when you contract just a little bit, you could hear the noise of the breath like ocean waves. Lengthening through the back, let's just practice our ujjayi breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Now that we have that ujjayi breath down, we have all those locks, we're lengthening tall, we have the mudra here. We're going to inhale ujjayi breath, expanding as much as we can, and then chin lock, draw in and hold for as long as is comfortable and not exhausting to you. And when you're ready to exhale, we release, we lift the head to neutral. We take another deep breath in. And then we draw the chin again into the chest, making the neck lock. exhale. We're going to do this 3 more times. Neutral. Inhale, full belly breath. Find the locks, draw the chin in. I'm exhaling here. You can always hold it longer or less long. Let's go ahead and inhale again. Last one here, chin into chest. And I'm gonna exhale. So coming back to neutral here, make sure that we're still comfortable. So remember, the whole time we had our root lock, our navel lock, our neck lock. We were relaxing the shoulders, the body still was relaxed. We were inwardly pressing inward and drawing up through the crown. Now we're gonna move into the opposite Kumbhaka. So that was a breath retention at the top of the breath. And now we're gonna do a breath retention at the bottom of the breath. So this will be a complete exhale, even tucking the navel in, maybe rib cage moves inward, and we exhale as much as we can as we move the chin back down to our neck lock. And we once again hold that breath at the end of the exhale and not holding till exhaustion or passing out. We're not looking for that. We're just going to naturally inhale when our body is ready. We're just holding as long as it is just barely discomfort, or that first tap on the shoulder of maybe we should get some air. You can go ahead and do that. Let's inhale here. So nice deep breath. And we're gonna exhale. And as we exhale, we start to bring the chin into chest. Completely exhale, navel to spine, root lock, navel lock, neck lock. And when you're ready, inhale here. Bring the gaze forward, let the belly rise. Exhale again, we're moving back down into that neck lock, root lock, navel lock, neck lock. I'm inhaling here, back to neutral, and let's exhale again. Moving down, root lock, navel lock, neck lock. Inhaling. Last one here, exhale, navel to spine, root lock, navel lock, neck lock. And I'm inhaling. And let's just go ahead and inhale and exhale through the nose. And as we do, we can release that mudra that we had, the hand mudra. Let's just hang on to the knees, let the head move around, let the chin come back down across the chest. And just taking those nice, easy breaths in and out of the nose here. Slowly moving through the neck. Starting to take nice, deep breaths as we breathe in and out of the nose. And let's exhale. We're going to draw the chin back down into chest. Let's inhale and lengthen lengthen back up through the crown of the head. Let's move our legs the opposite direction. We've had them in that one direction for quite a bit of time, so sit nice and tall again. Take a nice deep breath, inhale all the way through the body, shoulders relax. Let's lengthen tall through the crown of the head. Expanding through the belly, we're gonna exhale, cat pose. Hang on to the knees, navel to the spine, chin into chest, round through the back, draw the navel as far back into the spine as we can. And then as we inhale, let's roll through the shoulders, draw them back and down. Press the heart forward, bring the gaze forward as we expand with a nice deep inhale. And as we exhale once again, hanging onto the knees, let's move back into our cat pose. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. And let's exhale, just lengthen through the back. Let's go ahead and move those legs down the mat. Might be a little tiring here to have the legs folded. Let's soften those knees, toes up. Allow the glutes to ground, be nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Let's inhale, lengthen. All the way up and over. And we're gonna exhale, just twist. So we have lengthened torso, twist. You can bring hand to knee, the other hand back behind us, and we're just twisting, looking back. Let's inhale, bring the arms forward and up. Exhale, we're gonna open up again, twist, one hand behind us, other hand on the knee, keep back, lengthen, shoulders roll down, inhale, let's lengthen forward, up. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, forward, up. Let's exhale, reaching forward now. Tucking those abs in, lengthen all the way through the fingertips. Let's grab a hold of somewhere on the legs, whether it be the toes, the ankles, maybe it's our knees, wherever we're at today. We grab a hold, let's roll the shoulders back, lengthen by drawing the heart forward, and then slowly start to release the knees. Start to allow the legs to lengthen out towards the floor. Focus on the breath, focus on the back as the shoulders roll down and back, heart forward, abs tucked in, length all the way through. Focus on a deep breath in and out of the nose. Let's bring it back to Ujjayi breath here. And on an exhale, we're going to start to release the head between the arms. If it feels good, around the back, relax the legs. On an inhale, let's bring the heart forward again, roll the shoulders back and down, lifting the head. Exhale again, relaxing forward, down, let the head fall. Inhale, lengthening back through. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, let's lengthen back through, heart forward. Exhale, last one. Inhale, lengthen through the back, heart forward, roll the shoulders, lengthening back. And let's release the legs. And as we release the legs, let's come slightly forward. We want to come all the way down to our mats. So let's bring those knees towards the chest, round the back. Bring the knees all the way to the chest by round our backs, and gently just rock left and right. Let's release the legs all the way down to the floor, heels close to the glutes, palms face down. Inhale, coming up into our bridge pose. We're lifting the hips. Keep the knees hip-width distance apart. Palms on the ground if we can. Remember, you shouldn't feel any pinching in the neck. It should be elongated and lengthened. So lengthen through the neck. Relax the shoulders down and back into the floor. Let's exhale, release the hips down. So as we release the hips down, maybe bring the heels a little bit closer to the glutes. And then take a moment and let's rock left and right and draw the shoulder blades back down and together towards our midline. So we're lifting through our heart and through our chest. Bring the arms back down, palms face down. Let's inhale, lift the hips. See if we can't lift just a little bit higher here as we lengthen through the neck, opening through the shoulders. Stabilize on an exhale. We're going to lift just a little bit higher on an inhale. And let's exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, let's lift the hips back up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift the hips. Nice deep breath. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale, lift the hips, modified bridge. And exhale, release down. Let's inhale, bring the arms up and over. Keeping the feet grounded. Exhale, we're doing a partial roll up. So just start to roll just gently up, chin in the chest, looking beyond the knees, drawing forward. Just coming into that crunch-like position. And then let's go ahead and start to release that. Just bring the arms all the way back. And let's exhale, hinge at the elbows, come into cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen back up and over. And let's exhale, a slight roll up. We roll up with the arms, the head lifts, the shoulders lift. We draw the fingertips forward, coming into that crunch. Remember, abs are tucked in, navel to spine as we reach forward and breathing. And let's open back up overhead. Last one, exhale. Lifting all the way back up, having that partial roll up. And let's release all the way overhead. Now this time as we release overhead, take a nice deep breath, inhaling. We're going to exhale, contract the abs down into the spine, press your spine out into the floor. And then start to lift the heels of the feet. Let's lift the legs like we have legs up the wall, toes point towards the nose, arms are up and over. Take a nice deep inhale, legs up the wall. Exhale, let's bring that roll up crunch again, moving forward. As we do, finishing the exhale, we bring the feet back down, palms down. Inhale, bridge pose. Exhale, release the hips and glutes. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, rolling up. Finishing that exhale from roll up all the way down. Inhale, lift and bridge. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, nice slow motion, up and over. Exhale, coming to that partial roll up. Release all the way down to the mat. Inhale, bridge. Exhale, release down, legs up the wall, arms up and over. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up. Rolling, bringing it all the way down. Inhale, lifting hips, bridge. And exhale, release. Let's bring knees all the way back into the chest. As we do, let's extend one leg. Dorsiflex the foot. Hands come around that opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Back, head, neck is on the floor. Exhale, let's interlace those fingers and draw the knee towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, moving back, knee to chest. And inhale, we're going to lengthen away. We're going to release that knee. Let's switch, bend the other knee. Lengthen that leg we just did. Interlace the fingers around the knee, lengthen dorsiflex the foot that's extended. And we're going to exhale, draw knee into chest. And as we inhale, we just lengthen through the arms. Expanding through the body. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthening away. And let's exhale, both knees towards the chest. Let's release the soles of the feet back on the ground. Hands come back down to the sides. Inhale, bridge. Take our hands, palms still face the ground. Make a diamond shape between the index and the thumb. Spread through the fingers. Exhale, release glutes and low back onto the hands. Then start to bring knees in towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen through the heels, toes point towards our nose as we come up the legs up the wall. Exhale, knee toward the chest. Inhale, let's lengthen, point the toes, plantar flexion, diagonal as we move into our boat pose, hip width distance apart. Exhale, knees back into the chest. Inhale, lengthen up through the heels, up, legs up the wall. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, boat pose, pointed toes. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, legs up the wall. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, boat pose, point through the toes. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, lengthen through the heels. So here, let's take another breath in our legs up the wall. And let's exhale, knees back to the chest. We're going to start pointing the toes, setting up for our boat pose. Let's lengthen through the legs, point the toes. We're going to take another breath here. And exhale, knees back to the chest. Let's release the soles of the feet all the way back down. Inhale, lift the hips. Release those arms. Exhale, release the hips. Let's move to our side. As we move to the side, we're going to press through the palms of the hands, pressing ourselves away from the earth as we come all the way up onto all fours here. So let's find all fours, that joint alignment, and lengthen through the back heel. Pointing the toes down, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening all the way through the back. Let's release the knee, bring it forward down, and lengthen through the opposite leg. Dorsiflex the foot, heel moves back. And let's release that. And we're going to come all the way back into our wide-legged extended child's pose. So glutes to heels, let's open up those knees. Bring it down to the forearms to start with. So let's bring like we would for a Sphinx pose, which is shoulder, elbow alignment, forearms down, palms down, fingers point forward. Release the head. We have a nice flat back. We're going to say yes. Let the head say yes. And then take a nice deep breath. Maybe look to your left. And you exhale. Let's look the opposite way. Maybe it's to the right. And just coming back to center and saying yes again. And let's lengthen through the neck, looking straight down. Shoulders are rolled back and down. And now we're going to look over the shoulder, looking over the shoulder to one side. And then simply keeping the neck lengthened and long, we come back through center and move looking over the shoulder the other way. Let's lengthen back to center and bring the hands extending and release the forehead. And let's start to lift the head. We're going to walk the hands to one side. Even if it comes over the knee, the quad, that's okay. We're still facing the earth. Our hands are shoulder width distance apart. We're stretching over. And we can release the head again. Taking a nice deep breaths in and out the nose. Let's walk the hands all the way through center. We're going to come all the way over to the other side. Walk it back to center. Extend forward, palms of the hands spread wide. Let's lift up. And as we do, we're going to move all the way forward. Let the legs open. And in fact, take the feet and pull them out for frog pose. So the toes point outward now. Knee ankle alignment back there. And we're going to start to walk the hands just slightly back, feeling that opening in the hips. Some of us will be able to bring the glutes all the way back, and some of us are just bringing arms. Maybe we might just be here, just starting to set the glutes back for frog. Nice deep breaths wherever we're at. Let's try to flatten the back, tuck the abs in, and lengthen through. Focus on our breath here. Let's gently move forward. We're going to untuck those toes. Let's bring those knees back under the hips and walk slightly forward with the palms of the hands as we tuck the toes and come into our downward facing dog. Maybe softening a knee, lengthening through the back here. Taking a nice deep breath, soften both knees. Let's walk the hands back to our toes. Finding that nice hip width distance apart, soft knees. Inhale, half back. Exhale, chair pose. Finding our chair pose when our arms reach forward, or maybe arms, hands come to the knees. We check our toes. Our knees don't surpass our toes. Our glutes are back and down. Let's inhale, press through those heels. Lengthen all the way up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Let's step one foot forward, lengthwise on our mat, and we're simply going to take those hips, open up to the sides of our mat now. So we are open up to the side in our straddle-like pose here. Heels behind the toes. Let's walk it out and see how far we can go without feeling harm or pain, but comfortable here as the heels are behind those toes. Toes point forward. And our knees can still be soft, and we're pressing evenly through the soles of the feet. So just take a moment, getting in touch with the soles of the feet, and try to evenly distribute our weight through the soles of the feet. So one part, like not the edge of the foot or the inside of the foot, is taking all the weight. Let's try to evenly press that out. Inhale, let's bring the arms up and over. Exhale, twisting to the side. Looking back behind us if we can. Inhale, lengthen up and over. Exhale, let's twist and open to the other side. Inhale, lengthen up and over. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, twist. Nice deep breaths in and out the nose. Inhale, up and over. And let's exhale, just release those arms all the way down to the sides, to our hips. We can soften those elbows, crease of the legs and hips. Let's roll the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to exhale, keep those knees soft, keep the back flat. Let the heart lead us down. We're going to slowly bring it down. We can bring hands down into the mat or fists. Try to soften the knees for a moment. While we have fists into the ground or hands, let's just soften, bend one knee, and just gently move back and forth. Weight to one side, weight to the other side as we soften the knee. Bending just slightly, letting the hips move from side to side here. Let's find center again. Bring a hand or a fist center, and then we're going to move into that windmill with a nice flat back twist. Center straddle twist here. Finding the breath. And let's exhale, release that. We're going to move into another twist straddle, so let's bring that hand center. Inhale, windmill the arm up, keep the back flat, find the breath. Let's exhale, bring it down. Keep the back flat here. Let's heel toe and start to come back in just a little bit. So let's come back in until we find that our knees are softening and bending, our glutes are hinging back. Most of the way into these legs, we're still using maybe fists here. Heel toe, start to draw the heels in. Find that alignment, heel to knee. Toes point the same direction as the knees bend. Let's bring hands, palms right onto those knees that are bent. And inhale, lift that nice flat back up. Try to sit it back and hinge back. Hands can be here on top of the knees. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the back. Let's take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're simply dropping one shoulder, looking over the opposite shoulder. Inhaling, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Inhaling, center. As exhale, release, start to press into the heels. We're just going to hinge back up. Let's bring the arms up and over. As we have the arms up and over, palms come together. Let's connect the thumbs, crossing one another so that we're lengthening all the way through, soft knees. Inhale. Let's exhale, lateral flexion to one side. Inhale, lengthen back up through center. Exhale, lateral flexion, getting stable on the soles of the feet. Inhale, lengthen up, center. Exhale, lateral flexion. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale, release all the way down to the hips. Let's take the heels again, step them out, maybe heel toe a little bit. Doesn't have to be very open. We're not moving into that large straddle, so just a shorter straddle. Toes point forward. We're going to keep a flat back. Let's inhale, lengthen one arm up. And the other arm, sorry, we're going to come to T-pose. Let's lengthen through T-pose, palms face down, inhale. And as we exhale, it's a twist at the waist. Keep a back flat, draw down onto the lateral side of the foot if we can. Inhale, let's lengthen back up. Exhale, we twist. So remember, if we're not making it all the way down, we want a flat back. You can make it right to the knee maybe, or right underneath the knee. Let's inhale back up. So as long as we keep a flat back and we're hinging, twisting, and just letting the hips hinge. Coming back up, we inhale. We exhale, bring it to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale, release those arms. Heel, toe, let's come all the way back into hip width distance apart. Find ourselves at the end of our mat here. Take a moment. Let's inhale, palms forward, lift the heels. Let's exhale, bring the heels back down. Tilt slightly back, soften the knees, soften the hips, lift the toes and maybe the balls of the feet. And exhale, press back down. Even the weight. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, releasing down. Rocking back, gently lift toes, balls of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way back. Let's inhale. Last time lifting on those heels. And exhale, release. Keeping palms forward here, knees soft, hip width distance apart. Inhale. Let's exhale, hinge forward, heart leads, airplane pose. Flatten through the back, lengthen through the arms, lift the arms up and back. Lengthen through the fingertips, palms facing down. Nice deep breaths here. Let's just bring the weight to one side and hinge the knee and draw the foot back. So knee points down, it's against that leg, dorsiflex that foot. And let's bring it back down, hip width distance apart. Send the weight to the other side, hinge the knee, simply dorsiflex the foot. Keep a nice flat back. And let's bring that down, hip width distance apart. Inhale, swim those arms forward, hinge back and down into chair pose. Keep a nice flat back, roll the shoulders back, let's bring hands to knees. Most of the weight is into our heels. Inhale, and start to press through the heels and lengthen all the way up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Taking a nice breath of stability here. Relaxing, getting grounded in the soles of the feet. Let's step one foot forward. As we do, we're setting up for warrior one. So that foot forward, knee, ankle alignment, back leg lengthens, and we have a nice angle here for the toes. We're going to take hands on hips and let's bring them forward facing. Tuck the abs in and lengthen those arms all the way up. Find a gazing point. Relax the shoulders as we lengthen through the fingertips. Draw in at the root chakra. Mula Bandha lock. And then moving into the navel lock. Drawing in the navel, lifting up. Let's exhale. We're going to come into airplane arms. So allow ourselves to move forward, down, hinging at the hips, flatten the back. Palms facing down. Inhale, airplane arms, lengthen through the back. Exhale, let's release those arms, keep those abs tight. Inhale, draw all the way back up into warrior one. Exhale, let's open the hips, open the arms, warrior two. So knee bent forward, that same hand, same side arm, lengthens forward, roll the shoulders back. The hips are open, so we check that knee to make sure we have ankle alignment. We can see the big toe, then bring the gaze forward over the fingertips. Find the rooting in the soles of the feet. Does it feel even here? Once again, let's press evenly out, opening up that mat, pressing open the mat. Let's exhale, release to the hips. Let's allow those hips to float forward. Let's step forward. Inhale, hip width distance apart, up and over. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Heart forward, shoulders roll back, gazing forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, press through the heels, flatten the back, arms out to the sides, lifting all the way back up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Let's step back the other leg. Once again, we're still at hip width distance apart, front knee bends, ankle alignment, see the big toes. Release that back heel down, hips might have opened up to the side. Simply bring hands on hips and draw ourselves back forward, pressing through that back heel and leg, hips forward facing. And inhale, lengthen all the way up and over. Find a gazing point that lengthens through the neck, that helps you stabilize and bring it into the breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Check in with the feet. Are we evenly pressing down into the earth? Nice deep breaths here. One more breath and we're going to bring it into airplane. Let's exhale, hinge at the hips, draw ourselves forward, down, releasing heart leads forward, down. Lengthen the arms up and back, airplane arms, palms facing down. Lengthening all the way through the back here. Another deep breath. And let's exhale, release that. Start to lift back up into our warrior one as we inhale. Exhale, we're going to open up the hips, warrior two. Remember, same side, hand to leg forward, moves forward, other arm moves back, palms face down, roll the shoulders back. Check in with your knee as the hips have opened lengthwise with the shoulders and the mat. Check in with the knee. You can see your big toe, and it's aligned with the ankle, looking over the front fingertips, warrior two. Let's exhale, gently release our warrior two. Hands back on hips, drawing us forward facing. Step it forward, hip width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen up and over. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, sit it back, chair pose. Inhale, press through the heels, lifting up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. We're going to find a balancing pose here for just a moment. So hands at heart, grounding through the feet, hip width distance apart, soften the knees. Find a gazing point, a focal point you can stare at that does not move. And then we're simply going to shift the weight to one side. Lift a knee. Maybe our toe is still on the ground, possibly in front of us, finding balance there. So wherever you find balance, lifting the knee just as high as we can, and let's rotate through the foot. So we're bringing movement, circumducting the ankle. Let's rotate the other direction. And then release, let's dorsiflex the foot. Point the toes, bring it back to dorsiflexion, and let's release that leg down. As we do, let's bring the hands up and over and bring the heels up off the ground as we stretch towards the ceiling, inhaling. And as we exhale, coming back down, heels into the ground, palms come all the way back down to the heart, roll the shoulders back. We're moving on to the other leg, hinging. Let's just bring it to the toes. Let's find where we can find balance today. Finding that gazing point. Moving that knee up just as high as we can, and let's rotate through the foot. Let's rotate the opposite direction. And dorsiflex the foot, toes up. And let's bring the toes pointing down. Toes back up to dorsiflexion. And let's gently release down, hip width distance apart. We're going to come back into palm tree. So let's inhale, heels rise up, lifting hands up and over. And let's exhale, slowly bringing those hands back down, heels back down, all the way back down. All right, let's find the back part of our mat again. Hip width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, bring the hands down, walk it out into downward facing dog. Word of the day, dog, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths here. And let's move into our plank pose. Taking a pause, let's take a nice deep breath. Exhale, release the knees. Bring it all the way back into a child's pose of your choice. Getting back in touch with the breath. We're going to come all the way back up to all fours. Let's inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhaling, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Release the back. Let's come forward. We are getting ready for Shavasana as we come down to the ground. So if you need that extra blanket, pillow, maybe a mask over the eyes, whatever you need for your Shavasana, you can grab. Even pen and paper if we have thoughts that we don't want to lose during meditation and it's bugging us and it's keeping us from our meditation. We can always have pen and paper nearby just to hurry up and write that down so we can let it go completely. Let's go ahead and draw all the way back down, knees towards the chest, and gently rocking left and right. Let's bring the heels back down to the mat. Arms are gonna open. Let's heel toe, open legs out to the sides of the mat. Knees point up. Let's exhale, let the knees fall to one side, let the hips move, let the palms be open. Taking in a nice deep breath here. Exhale, let's move it back through center. We're gonna move all the way over to the other side. Knees to the other side, shoulders are grounded here, our arms are open and relaxed. Let's bring it back through center, letting this twist, this windshield wiper action with our knees, our legs, I get open, especially in the low back, maybe even through the glutes, the sacrum. Inhale back through center and exhale to the other side. Let's move it back to center. And let's heel toe back in. Let's draw knees back in towards the chest as we tighten those abs. We can keep head on the floor here this time as we rock gently left and right. Let's open those arms back up and just gently keep the knees bent here as we release the knees now to one side. We can relax, soften the knees as we open the shoulders. If we want more options of challenge here, and this feels fairly easy to you, you can take that same side hand and just gently press down on top of the legs. You can even bring the gaze over that opposite shoulder if it feels good. Focusing on the breath here, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Let's come back to that Ujjayi breath if we forgot to tighten the throat a little bit. Bring the head back to neutral, opening that arm. Let's draw in the abs, knees to chest, round the back. Give ourselves a hug, gently rock side to side. And come back to center, open those arms. Let's release the knees bent to the opposite side. And just allow the arms to be open here. You can always keep it here. You can take that same side hand and gently bring it on top of that leg, down towards the earth, and even bring the gaze over that other arm. Focusing on the breath here. Let the breath relax the body. If we had any of those options, we could release those options. Bring the knees back into the chest. Come back to center. Last time, let's give ourselves a good hug. Rocking side to side. Let's come all the way into our full Shavasana. If we have any low back problems, we just simply heel toe the feet maybe slightly out to the side, let the knees come into center. We can always bring a chair and just bring our legs right on top of the chair. If we have no low back issues, we can release the legs all the way down to the ends of the mat. Open the feet, open the arms, palms facing up. Let's move back into the breath as we move in and out of the nose. Take a moment to deepen the breath, feeling the belly rise with the inhales, and feeling the belly retract on the exhales. Slowing the breath, inhale. Breathing in, breathing out. We feel the breath moving through the lungs as they expand. We feel the chest expand, the shoulders expand. As we exhale, we feel the breath through the throat, through the nose. You might even feel the breath through the sinuses, the head. Just noticing, where do we feel the breath enter the body? When we inhale, where does the breath expand? As it moves through the lungs, the abs, the pelvis. Letting go of tension. Allowing the breath to expand even more as it moves through the body. Where do we feel the breath? Does it move all the way out to our fingers, to our toes, through the crown of the head? Does the body move with the breath? Can we feel the body expand and retract? Do we feel the earth beneath us expand with our breath, with our body, and retract as we exhale? Not even noticing where the earth starts, the body starts or ends, and the earth where it starts or ends. The breath connects you. So we feel the breath move all the way through the body. Expanding and releasing. Letting go of any worries that we might have had. As we continue to feel into our breath. What is the quality of our breath? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is the breath elongated? Is it warm air that moves through the lungs, through the throat? Or do we feel a cool air? Is the breath moist? Is the breath dry? Being aware of our breath. Can we deepen the breath just a little more? Can we elongate the breath just a little more? as we feel this connection to ourselves, to our breath, let's move our breath, our visualization into the heart. Each breath we feel the heart expand, bringing in the quality of air, expanding, retracting, and releasing with the breath. And we might imagine the heart chakra being in the center of the chest. We might imagine it being the color of an emerald green. Or we might imagine the color of a pink quartz crystal. Whichever you are drawn to, and we bring it close to the chest, like a lustrous gem that we bring deep within the chest. And each breath, it looks just a little more shinier, a little more brilliant. It even grows in size with the breath. Each inhale, it grows just a little bigger. And then as we exhale, we stabilize this beautiful gem within the heart. And we start to spin it clockwise with the breath. So as we inhale, it spins halfway clockwise. And as we exhale, we finish the full revolution. Coming back to that inhale, moving clockwise. And exhale, another revolution. Continuing with this breath, allowing it to open the heart. As we can spread abundance of love throughout our body, throughout our mind, bringing in self-love, self-compassion, and allowing the balance of energies of the giving and the receiving, allowing that to balance out, accepting gifts gracefully, being able to give and completely let go without any attachments to our giving and without any expectations to our receiving. Just breathing in and out that abundance of love and compassion for ourselves. And then coming back to the heart, coming back to the mind, coming back to the body, to the awareness of our breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. As we become more aware of the breath, the body, our surroundings, we start to bring that breath into heart center today. We allow us to center, to balance within the heart. And when we're ready, knowing we can keep this wonderful feeling with us the rest of the day, we You can take a nice stretch overhead, reaching the arms, contracting the body. And then when we're ready, we could start to rise back up or come into our fetal position. Coming all the way back up. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Have a wonderful day today.